The reason why I joined Altimeter Group, well, two reasons up front are Charlene Lee and Jeremiah Awyang, two people whom I've admired and respected over the years, and we're neighbors. I have had my own practice since 1999, and it started off as a creative services agency, and then evolved as well into an engagement agency. But also over the years, it has evolved into consulting at the executive level of what businesses need to do in order to, I guess, effectively mobilize around this opportunity. And with that role was greater research and more one-on-one consulting and more training, and realized that that's not what FutureWorks, the agency that I founded, was about. So I went out to see where I might have the biggest impact, right? Because the industry at large viewed me as somebody who was in the marketing industry. In order to have the right effect within the enterprise, where I'm spending a lot of my time and focus, would really take the alignment with the right type of organization who had their ear. And so the Altimeter Group, actually, for me, represents the ultimate group that businesses are looking to for direction in this very confusing era. Now, what that means in the long term, though, and what I bring to the table at Altimeter Group isn't just research, right? It's the experience over the years that I've had in working with corporations to basically change. So a lot of what I do these days is understand to what extent change is necessary within the organization. So not just mobilize around social media, but actually to the greater cause of the customer or business efficiencies. Things exposed by what social media represents, which is the voice of the consumer, the voice of communities, the wisdom of communities, the collective intelligence of these communities. There's a lot that could be learned, and one of the things that we learn is how we could be more effective in meeting their needs, and then also leading them, being part of a greater society, being part of a greater market, being part of the community that not just inspires behavior, not just triggers purchases or outcomes, but actually brings about greater experiences. And that's really what the social web is all about, and that's what it's teaching us, is how do we connect to one another for shared experiences and value. So that's hopefully what I'll be doing more often at Altimeter Group. I will say this, that some of the companies that I've worked with already and bringing into the Altimeter Group experience for years have been around the ideas of change management. And it usually starts in something small and winds up, as you could imagine, getting deeper and deeper and deeper. But the end result is actually an organization that is more relevant for a very different time. And that's what this is all about, is that the rise of the social consumer represents what the future of business is all going to be about anyway. It wasn't marketing at people, it wasn't marketing to people. It was marketing through this concept of engagement, through value, through introducing insights and direction in order to help people make decisions, by becoming a true leader of a new landscape that is going to ultimately become the entire landscape. So this division of different types of consumer behavior will always be prevalent. There will always be new media and new. That's why it's new. But what we're learning from the behavior of a social consumer is actually reteaching us how to be a more engaging and effective and relevant business.